Hi everyone, we're at Matilda Bar in Brooklyn this time, but still experiencing the lovely outdoors. What are you drinking, Tom?
I'm having a Pilsner. It's pretty
Pilsner.
good.
Okay, awesome. And we are continuing our series around anthropology and AI and what we notice is going on here, which is super interesting and fun. And one of the things that, Tom, you recognized, was that in many ways, the AI experience, at least for now, mirrors that of a liminal space that we often see in the realm of anthropology. Can you describe what liminality really means?
Liminality comes from the word, limin, boundary, place that is neither here or there, is sort of betwixt and between things. And it's in this in-between space that often creative ideas arise. And basically we're looking at AI as a kind of liminal space, a space where creative ideas can arrive through a process of play. And our interactions with AI, I think, should be viewed as a form of play. I think that's a way of framing this. And I think we should remember that many institutions like economics, art, politics were cooked originally in the primeval soil of play.
Absolutely.
So I think this is another place that we can play, and I think that's what it really is going to make it transformative technology.
But also, what we've noticed in our experiences with anthropology is that there's a very particular aspect to that liminal stage, right? To that liminal phase, one of transformation, of getting out of the everyday, out of the ordinary, and seeing things for the first time. How is AI a reflection of that? And can you give an example of what I'm referring to in terms of other sources of liminality, other places, moments where cultures dive into this liminal space?
Well, the classical example of that are initiation rites, where initiates, either men or women, are transitioning from one social stage to another. And as part of this, from childhood to adolescence to manhood or womanhood. And as part of these transitions, they have to learn a whole new set of ideas. They have to be exposed to a whole new set of principles and feelings. And this is a kind of, and often what happens in these initiation rites is people are taken out of their everyday
experience, yeah.
And they're put on, they're separated from, let's say, in a traditional society, a village setting. They're set up or sequestered in a ceremonial house that's separated from the village, and they're separated there for quite a long time. And in this period of liminality, I guess you would say, where they're separated from the everyday of their lives, they're taught certain things or shown things that they didn't suspect before or know about before. And they're made to sort of play with ideas that they hadn't considered before. And sacra are revealed to them. But AI is somewhat different from that. AI is that play space or that liminal space. But I don't think we should view it as a council of kind of elders
or a one-time only experience, right?
Or an omniscient intelligence that's going to give you the answers to what you're going to do next. I think it's in that play space and in your interactions with this technology or whatever it is, artificial intelligence, perhaps it is, that new insights are going to arise. So that's
And I think what you're also saying, Tom, is like we have to let go of a set of expectations of what we're going to experience, right? And just go with it. To your point about play, it's not just that it's fun and colorful, but that you don't know. You have really no sense of the known, and just let it go and take you somewhere, and maybe you will come out transformed, or at least with new ideas.
I think so. I think that, as I said before, looking at it as omniscient intelligence and something that's going to provide you with the answers is not the way to go. I think the answers that it will give you are basically a compendium, somewhat non-creative summary of what's kind of out in the world of data or interpretation of whatever subject. I think you pushing it and playing with it provide real insight.
Yep, indeed, indeed. Well, more on our series of anthropology and AI. And now for my cocktail. Bye.